Hello and welcome to probably the few last videos of the school year that we'll do, finishing up with circles and involving the exterior and interior of circles. So this week we're going to do just some short videos instead of trying to cram all the topics in the one video. We're going to do short videos. I feel that might be more beneficial. So in this video, we're going to talk about arc length. So in previous videos from last week, when we talked about measuring arcs, we looked at measuring arcs in degrees as a measurement. So when we talk about the length of an arc, we're talking about the distance along an arc measured in linear units. So examples of linear units could be inches, feet, centimeters, meters, so on and so forth. So again, just when you traditionally measure something. Now, to find the area or to find the length of an arc, okay, we use a capital L on our formula. So capital L stands for arc length. And that's going to be equal to the following. It's going to be equal to 2 times pi times the radius of the circle times the measure of the arc in degrees divided by 360. So keep in mind that, remember, when we look at a circle, the circle has 360 degrees, and to find the circumference of the circle, we do 2 pi r. So to find the length of the arc, we have our center, so we'll call this O. Remember that we have our radii, which extend out from the center to the circle to a point A and B. And remember, because these are radii, these are the same. So this is the same and this is the same. And then the measure of the arc is m degrees. So again, what we're doing is we're basically calculating what percentage of the circle this is in degrees, and then multiplying it by the circumference to determine the actual length of the arc. Okay? So, for example, let's say I give you a circle. And again, my circles are horrible. That's okay. These are just for demonstration purposes. Let's say that I give you CD. And I tell you that the measure of the radius is 10 feet. And I tell you the measure of the angle is 60 degrees. Okay? So, with that said, to find the length of the arc, we use the formula L equals 2 pi r times the measure of the angle divided by 360. So at this point, it's just straight substitution. So we know that L is equal to 2 times pi times 10 times 60 over 360. So I can multiply. So when I multiply 2 times 10, it's 20. And 60 over 360, if you use a calculator to simplify it, it's going to simplify the 1/6. So if I do 20 times 1/6, that's 20 over 6, which that simplifies to 10 thirds pi, or you'll see it written as 10 pi over 3. Now again, that's leaving it in a simplified term in terms of pi. If I wanted to break this down even further, I can say, okay, well, I know pi is approximately 3.14. So we could do 10 times 3.14 divided by 3. So 10 times 3.14 divided by 3 is approximately equal to 10.47. What was that, feet? So again, either one of these answers is acceptable. Okay. Now, one more example here. So in another example, again, we're going to do a circle. So in my circle, this time, I'm going to give you the center. I'm going to look at the arc, and I'm going to say that this is 135 degrees. And that the measure of this arc is 9 meters. Okay? So again, same idea. We know the radius. We know the measure of the arc in degrees. So to find the length of the arc, we use the formula. So L equals 2 pi r times m over 360. So we do our substitution. So 2 times pi times 9 times 135 over 360. Well, I know 2 times 9 is 18, so it's going to be 18 pi times whatever 135 over 360 simplifies to. So if I do 135 divided by 360, I enter that into my calculator, we end up with 3/8. So it's going to be 18 times 3/8 times pi. Well, here I can cancel. So we end up with 54 over 8 pi, which simplifies to 27/4. So we can say 27 pi over 4, okay? And again, if you wanted to, you can substitute 3.14 in place of pi. So it'd be 27 times 3.14 divided by 4. 7 times 3.14 divided by 4, which gives us an answer of approximately 21.195, and that would be in meters. So the length of this arc, the actual real length, would be 21.195 meters. All right, great. So if you have any questions about anything we talk about in these videos, again, feel free to send Mr. Art or myself a email asking us questions in the email, or set up a Google Meet with us, and we will go from there. All right, so this is one of a few videos you'll be seeing this week, so we'll talk to you later.